Welcome back to my channel. In this video, you have a clear idea about reviews and its types. What is review and what is reviewer role and how many types of reviews. And in this video, sequentially, you know how many types of contents of the entire video, how many types of video. Those are seven types of video. Seven types of reviews are there. Individually we will discuss about every video, every review. Either those are commonly divided into seven types of review process. First one, single blind peer review and double blind peer review and open peer review and collaborative peer review and third party peer review and post publication peer review and cascading peer review. Here upcoming every video, in this video laterally every sector, every slide we will know about completely information about how to draft the paper and the flow of the paper and how evaluate the possible solutions based on reviewers model and where it revision and peer review process are required, then how many months it will be taken to completion of review. And first one, at the same time, you know that generally we will discuss about things. Initially those are categorized into seven types of peer review. At right now, single blinded peer review and double blinded peer review. Next, open peer review. Next, collaborative peer review and third party peer review and post publication peer review and cascading peer review. Okay, at right now we will go through from different types of initial cases. What is the review? The review is just like a judgment, give the qualitative opinion of the particular information or anything, either third party view or general view. Generally a review is an evolution of publication process or production or product service or company or any critical issues are taken based on your point of view. That means reviewer or any other point of view. Okay, it will be applicable to politics and cultural and literature way and any other ways where it is applicable to forceful to apply, then its work and give the qualitative input come output. Okay, then what is the role of the reviewer? Here generally reviewer means the entire evolution process done by him or her. Okay, what is the significant role and where it is generally works done? Then we will go through. Initially we will go through from single blinded peer review to cascading peer review. Okay, at right now, before going to the peer review process, then we will know that um, pre-writing. Before going to the review process, you author must know the paper writing. Before going to the paper writing, generally called as a pre-writing and post-writing and in-writing. Pre-writing consisting of identify the audience, target of the audience, just like find out of the problem and define the purpose of the research work and thinking about how many fields are and uh, required to be SNA knowledge basement and discussing of the particular topic and gathering ideas, that means collection of information, and reading and annotating, and free writing and outlining, that means outline of the idea, find out the problem, then make a one descriptive analysis and write the sentence based systematic approach based on general or conference approaching template. Then laterally, after completion of initial pre-writing process, then go to drafting. Here here drafting, you already you are the author. You are sequencing of the your idea, sequencing of your idea through paragraph approaching manner. Either it is a sequential of the entire working process, that means sequence idea organization, that means paper flow organization, rethinking, if you want to remodify, if you want to extending your ideas, then remodify and completely until submission of the portal, and that means journal portal. Next means supporting tools, either grammar tools and technical tools and any drafting tools, Grammarly and article rewriting tools, and what it may be. Next, console concise word choices. That means sentence formation, audience and purpose, where it will be useful, and how many fields are required to resolve the issues based on your work. Okay, laterally this is the main thing to require the drafting. Then the drafting cyclic analyzing based on peer review. If your review process is not done, then again the editorial manager sends a request to the author revision from your revision there your revision your process or publication pre-writing or post-writing paper. If some modifications are required, then automatically revise it and resubmit your article. The entire processing will come, entire processing going on. Laterally, after completion of review, go through publication manner. Before publication manner, in-house manner, that means production manner. Before publishing manner, the editing section also there. The editing section means grammar and sentence and spelling, formatting, template formatting, and in-text citation, reference and citation mapping, and work cited bibliography. That means it, if you are if you previously are at right now sending an article to any Springer elsewhere, any publishing company, they already your accept your paper will be accepted. But they, before going to the publication, e-proof reading processing is there. Once e-proofing processing that means it evaluates it evaluates, and if any mismatching, any technical and post production and pre-production processing occurred, it is the one of the choice given to the author from their Springer end. It is the best and valuable platform to the author. So for example, if you want to publish your article and send a paper from at the time of publication, at the time of publication, that means you are working in somewhere. But pre-production stage, that means e-proofing stage, they you will change another college, another university, then it is useful to changing your affiliation also, but not other titles. If you want to change your affiliation at the time of e-proofing, it is the best way to best and benefit ratio of the author. And finally, after completion of editing, publication processing are done, either online process or offline process. Then before going to the pre-writing, define the problem and generating possible solutions and brainstorming, idea gathering, like this. Pre-printing and drafting and evaluation process means peer review process and revision. That means make a test model and modify, improve design. That means revise and editing process and communication final decision. The editing and publication process done this. area. Okay, as at right now we will discuss about single blinded peer review. Here this diagram represents what is the single blind review. That means no one knows, only the reviewer knows about your paper. Here the diagram represents reviewer unknown, who are author, who are author. No affiliation and no name will be given at the time of review. That means author don't know who the reviewers are, but they reviews are aware of the author identity when they decide to accept or reject the document for review as well as throughout the review process. Here the diagram will represents author don't know about reviewer. Okay, here reviewer also don't know about the author. Here that means authors don't know who are reviewers are. Here that means author don't know who are review your article. Okay, this diagram represents author unknown about the author's issues. Affiliation like this. Then you know that already. What is the pros and cons? The pros and the anonymity allows the reviewer to be honest without fear criticism from an author. That means here no one knows who is the author, who is the author. It is the best way to give the qualitative input from the output from the reviewer, and knowing who are the author and affiliation allows to reviewer to use their knowledge of author's previous research. If you want to check reviewer based on your work, then if you want to check your affiliation, whatever it may be, it is available, but not everything handled controlled and handled by the editorial board, editorial manager. Okay, that means editorial team. Okay, what is the cons? The knowledge of the author may overshadows the quantity of the work, potentiality leading to lack of scrutiny, especially if it is the work of the author with the dangling the track record. That means it give the minimum span of time and not focusing completely. It give the minimizing to the time and no time, specific time not utilizing proper way. That means it will take in little bit to 1 or 2 hours and 1 or 2 days like this. This is the bad impact of the review process. Then what is the single banded review process from initial to publication? Up to publication, author Sunday submit revision, author Sunday article to the general portal or a conference portal. The conference portal revised your article. If the article is accepted by the editor, it is valid from your work is significant and suitable to the particular journal or conference, whatever it may be. Then the editor will give in acceptance. Then if this work is suitable to publication, then choose to and send a request and send a file to the reviewer. Otherwise not suitable, then simply set to the rejected stage. Then send the reviewers and review accessed by the editor, and some of the process are going on. If the process is accepted, then production process also there. Production process to until publication process. And if your article is not suitable for publication and it is not complexity, it is also complexity, not understanding easiest way, grammatical issues, grammar issues, and work is not genuine and novelty is not there, and this kind of situations are happened, then generally the general editorial team will decide this work is not suitable for publication. In the way they reject your article, rejected your article based on reviews. Okay, this is the single blind peer review. And double blinded peer review. The diagram, this diagram represents what is the double blinded review. Here, author and reviewer don't know who is the author, who is the reviewer. The diagram represents between the wall, and here no one knows who is the author, who is the reviewer. And the general term is the general editor does not reveal the reviewer's credentials, the author, and vice versa. So both parties are not aware of each other's identity. All indicators, identities such as names, affiliation, etc., are removed. That means it is the novelty based environment. That means transparency environment. That means here author and reviewer don't know each other. Okay, even affiliation and names also not there. Then your work is too good. Then completely your work comes under publication. Otherwise some similar revisions are required. Then go through the process. Then double blinded peer review. The double blinded peer review, the general editors does not reveal the reviewers and credential to the authors and vice versa. So both parties are not aware of each other's identity. Okay, that means double blinded peer review means identity of both author and reviewers kept hidden. That means no one can knows who is the author, who is the reviewer. Okay, why is peer review not blind, not double blind? Is single blind peer review, the authors do not know who the reviewers are. The reviewers know who the authors are. The double blinded peer review, neither authors are nor reviewers know each other names. It is the best of the situation to happen. Reality comes. That means your work is a completely significant manner that comes under novelty work. Okay, that this is the pros and cons. Research, the pros means the pros are research is judged fairly and keeping bias out of the equation. Your work is too good, then automatic results come too good. Your work is manipulated, then automatic result also output results or output comes under negative. Okay, author and reviewers benefit from the some level of protection against the criticism. Some of the either gender, other gender or area and region based, some of the people are either caste, whatever may be. Similar basis are people are required to change their mind, feel their mind. Opinion may be changes based on feelings like caste, region, gender, and so many things. And particular universities and maybe impact. Maybe they give impact. They will give impact like this. Affiliations like this. It is good and is no one can knows. It is the completely novelty environment. Okay, then cons also annexity is not guaranteed. It is also fairly straightforward to the discover the identity of the author. So many things are going on. This diagram represents double blind peer review. Initially author submit a manuscript to a journal initial stage, but we need finally publication your rejected or publication your revised accepted article. Then editor office screens the manuscript. Your manuscript meets the general basic requirements. Either yes, then processing going on. If it is not required, it is not satisfied based on general requirement, then automatically simply rejected. Okay, some of the elsewhere and Springer and other platforms maybe give the 90 days of the 90 or 60 days of the your paper will available in their database. Automatically they send a request from their database. If you are not responding or withdraw, your article during the 60 days, automatically your article will be removed from the database. Okay, it is very good point of view, uh, author. Why? Because if their article is still available in the database, then they show their plagiarism, plagiarism. mm, they show highly give the plagiarism report. Okay, it is the good sign. And generator sends to manuscript to two or more peer reviews, and based on their double blended review, single blended review, whatever it may be, the either accepted and rejected, revised and resubmitted based on these factors. Either single blended review, initially they are followed single blended review, laterally reviews based on reviews, either revise may be either your article based on reviewer results. Some minor or major revision are required based on their comment, then automatically after modification they send a request again, then automatically the review process are going on again, second review process, down to review process going on, then finally accepted, then automatically publication comes under online. Otherwise rejected paper automatically deleted from the database after 60 days based on the general environment. If their article accepted, then directly your manuscript comes under publication way. Then go to accepted revised paper, finally comes under publication manner. If they rejected directly based on review results, then automatically rejected paper or reject paper, your paper, then send a request from their publications environment. This is the double blinded peer review. And open peer review. Here everyone knows open means open environment. Here everyone knows author and reviewer. Hi, I am your reviewer. Hi, I am your author. Here everyone knows open door policy like this. Here in this way, author knows who is the reviewer. Reviewer knows who is the author and affiliation, whatever it may be. Okay. Then peer review, open peer review. The what is the peer review? The authors and peer reviews both know each other identities. It is completely opposite to the double blinded peer review. This system allows the peer review reviewers comments as well as author response to be published along with the final manuscript. That means number of revisions are required. If they directly accepted, then automatically comes under publication. If they are not accepted, some minor major reviews are required, then automatically some of the beneficiary modifications are required from their end. Then changes are completed, then automatically resubmit article, then processing going on round 2 and round 2 revision, and so many things are pipeline, finally comes under. If their article accepted from their end, then from their end like a reviewer, then automatically publication comes under online, either a publication is a physical mode or a print mode and electronic mode, whatever it may be, what they are choosing. And open peer review, the open peer review is the various possible modifications of the traditional scholarly peer review process. Here generally the um, most scopus indexing journals are open peer review. SCI indexing journals are double blind peer review. Either normal utilization journals are generally called as a single blind peer review. Okay, the three most common modifications to which terms are applied, either first one open identities, open reports and open participations. Open identities, here authors and reviewers are aware of each other identities. Open, everyone knows who is the author and who is the reviewer. Second one open reports, reports automatically available. Review reports are published alongside of the relevant article. Okay, do not maintain any confidential environment. open participations. In this way, the wider community are not either reviewed and able to contribute the review process. That means if you want to review if anyone article, then welcome to review uh, from their chances maybe utilization you will be review or not based on papers availability and benefit of the what is the benefits of the peer review open peer review. The first thing, enabling conversation within the research community and reducing the possibility of biases and improving the quality of peer review and accelerating the piece of discovery new environment process and transparency of reviewer feedback. Okay, this is the major benefits of the open peer review. Then the is the article submission. This diagram uh, gives clear idea about um, open peer review. Article author sends a request or send a article, that means article submission and to publication and deposition sector before going to public sector. It's taken generally 14 days, the 14 days to the review process, a review or revision process maybe based on general timing or either the general types of general either national or international general and so many factors are required. And the open peer review and user commenting also required. Anyone can participations based on their factor open entities, open reports and open participations. And finally if their article is suitable for publication based on reviews, then finally comes under article revision. Then article revision also gives a positive output, then finally the system accepted. Then based on the 5 step to the peer review process, the entire system will work on the entire system worked as this environment. First one, your article is accepted, but before it can be published, you need to suggest to 5 possible reviews. This is the first one. These 5 steps. Then our editorial team normally invite reviewers to be provide their expert and unbiased reports. Everyone knows some of the journals are sent here mails to the your work. If you are published already, you are published in some work, but it is retrieved environment either academia and researchgate, synopsis and so many manly and so many things are going on in it right now. Then your work will represents and your work is unique, then everyone wants to everyone wants to add as a reviewer. That means the mostly in this publication environment comes under preprint environment, preprint and postprint environment. And the third one, author needs to continue suggested reviews until the peer review process is completed. Based on their environment, the publication process and production process completed and completion of process, then automatically or review process completed and the reports are published openly alongside your article. So like along with the reviewers names and affiliation for anyone can to read. Here everyone that's like this kind of environment comes under um, conference environment, conference proceeding environment. Finally, address of the collaborative expressions and exercise to be given based on the collaborative environment, supportive environment, either reader and user and participation and reviewer. Okay, next diagram, next one, collaborative peer review. Here everyone knows collaborative means helping together, helping together. That means what is the collaborative peer review? This type of peer review occurs on a platform provided by the journal where authors and reviewers can discuss how the paper can be improved. Often, reviewers' identities are concealed from authors but may be revealed at the time of publication. Here everyone knows mutually collaboration and mutually focus and publication comes under very effective and improved way. Then in this way, this kind of environment, everyone knows their identity, everyone knows who is the author, who is the reviewer, who is the participations, who is the guest editor, who is the everything is available. And this kind of environment generally has we categorize it into two types. First one, interactive review for review and independent review. And in interactive review process, that interactive review process, it can be everyone attract and interact through the proper channel. That means authors, corresponding author, main author through affiliation sector. And independent reviews, here no one can require directly send a request from their end based on their novelty works identification. Okay, then this diagram represents what is the collaborative peer review. Then if you know already developing a peer review process going on here, the report, the things is the authors or reviewers discuss the paper using the some kind of platform that this could be within or outside the general workflow system. Here a pre-production stage and post-production stage, everything is available, and everything and openly access their art, access their identity. Okay, next, in collaborative peer review, the authors and peer review reviewers can interact with each other directly without any intermediate channel. Okay, and this process usually occurs on a platform provided by the journal or conference where the author and reviewers can discuss how a particular paper can be improved. This kind of environment generally widely we are used in like research gate like this. And pros, it can feel more constructive and less restrictive that more traditional approaches to the peer review, as it is remove the barriers that silo authors are and reviewers. And cons also there, it is also some of the risk process also there. Your work comes under public, then everyone looks and automatically misguidance will become miss mechanism also, miss mechanism also adapted. Okay, this is the biggest mistake from their collaborative peer review. And what is third party peer review? Okay, this diagram represents author's identity revealed, and reviewers is no unknown until he or choose the reveal their identity. Here, author knows who is the author, don't know who is the author, who is the reviewer, but reviewer don't know who is the author. And author can reveal who is the entire communication process and directly communicate through the channel and publication channel like this. Okay, this diagram represents the third party peer review, who are access third party, double blinded and single blinded, and both blinded system has two unique. And this blinded system will complication and third party hidden mode 1 and 2 systems, and third party maybe identify the barriers of the incorporate of the environment in the system. Okay, this diagram represents third party peer review environment. Okay, that's the post publication peer review. The main thing is post publication peer review. The post publication peer review takes place when an article is published. Before peer review are sought, it takes number of forms including letters to the editor, blogs, social media and online platforms such as F1000 research. That means open source research. Okay, and in this case, this type of environment, this kind of peer review process, the optional of appraisal and revision of the peer review continues to occur the after publication. The main thing is already your article is published. Your article is published and some much discussions going on. Your article to be improved. Your improved may be useful to someone if there's if some fields some modifications or changes are required, changes are needed, need the novelty needed for novelty adding novelty work, then it's give the good impact of the upcoming works and is the torch bearer of the entire research work. This kind of environment comes under post publication peer review. That means white paper, yellow paper, green paper, and original research paper, preprint, everything comes under in this way. As this diagram represent, this is the pros and cons. This is the article submission process, and it's taken reviewed nearly 7 to less than 1 week, more than less than nearly 7 days. And publication and data distribution system diffusion system metadata responder system is available if there particulation of the problem particular environment or particular point of the your system will adapt and data and pre-production post-production process, then comes under open peer review and user commenting on their work, like this kind of environment everyone see at ResearchGate. And finally some of the reasons are required, then modified and upcoming paper it will be useful for volume 2 or volume 3 and extension work and future reference work like this. And this diagram represent how it will works, how does it works, the post publication process, research and writing and unpublished paper, the scarped paper and delaying the number of months and rereading evaluation process. Again the process is going on, it is a cyclic process. Okay, next one, cascading peer review. Cascading peer review means cascading peer review means your one of the journal rejected, then it's choose the another journal, it is suitable for the another journal. That means a journal Springer rejected your paper, but some it guidance to the some some research journal may be useful to your publication, useful and publication your work. Just like cascading peer review, when a manuscript is rejected after review because it is of low priority for the journal at the time moment, or because it is not interesting for the journal target readers, the journal may suggest that the author submit manuscript to alternative journal along with the reviews. Okay, that means if you are already send an article to the Springer nearly 30 days or 1 days, 1 month, 3 months, 4 months. After that, they send a notification from their end. Your article regret. Your article rejected. So please send any fresh article and ask me if any assistance. Okay, then send a request from their end. Then that means article revision is not done. Now they rejected. Then they said this article is not suitable for publication and readers quality, and it maintains some of the standard goals. Then you will plan to submit somewhere else, and meanwhile we are also delete from our end your article. It may be reduce or plagiarism report, impact of the reducing plagiarism report. Okay, this diagram represents, I am referencing the manuscript to another more relevant journal. Okay, this is the cascading peer review. Okay. Finally, thank you. Finally, thank you. Like and subscribe from your end and share your circle. Finally, thank you very much.